Dear students, we have a problem here. Find the value of x if the determinant 2421 is equal to determinant of 2x, 4x, 6x. Here we are equating the determinant, not the matrices. Whenever we say two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements are equal, that is A11 is equal to A11. But here we are not equating the matrices, but we are equating the determinant. So what we have to do is we have to find the determinant of both right hand side as well as left hand side and then equate. We will be getting an equation, then we have to find the value of x. So now in the left hand side, when we find the determinant, we get 2 minus 4 times 2, which is 8. In the right hand side, we get 2x into x, which is 2x square, minus 6 into 4, which is 24. So here minus 6, 2x square minus 24. Bring this 24 into the left hand side. So minus 24 become plus 24. So 2x square is, here 2x square is 24 minus 6 is 18. So x square is 18 by 2. So x square is 9. X is plus or minus 3. Now I am going to prove this determinant value is 0. This is one of the first problem under 4.2 exercise CBSE Maths plus 2. Here I am going to prove this determinant value is 0 without expanding usual determinant, whereas I am going to use one of the property. So let us consider the left hand side of the given problem. We want to prove this is 0. Now look at the column 3. Here I am going to use the one of the property. Let me say that property. If every element of row or column, here column, if every element of column can be expressed as sum of two quantity, then the given determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinant of same order with the elements of the remaining column. So I can express the determinant as xyz abc, xyz in the first determinant, and the column 1 and column 2 remain same, xyz abc. In the third column I can write abc. Here I am using the property that every element in any column or row is expressed as sum of the elements, then whose determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinant of same order under the elements of the remaining row or column, both being the same. That is actually I am writing C1, C2 as it is in the two determinant, but column C3 I am splitting and writing here. Now look at the two matrices. Here we have column C1 and C3 are identical, so it is 0. And in the second determinant, column C2 and C3 are identical, again it is 0. Hence it is 0. This is one of the property that any two identical row or any two row or column of a determinant are identical, then the determinant value is 0. So I am using this property. Now I am going to prove this determinant value is equal to 0. Look at the again I am using the property of the determinant, not the usual expansion of the determinant. Now look at the elements row wise, column wise. We have A minus B, B minus C, C minus A, minus B minus C minus A here, plus B plus C plus A here, minus C minus A minus B. So what we can do is, using the column operation or row operation, we can eliminate the values. See, for example, I am using the column operation here. C1 is equal to C1 plus C3. Not only C1 is equal to C1 plus C3, I can even take C1 is equal to C1 plus C2. There are many options in this determinant. You can even take R1 is equal to R1 plus R2 or R1 is equal to R1 plus R3. Anything can be done in this matrix. So I am using the operation C1 equal to C1 plus C2, C3. That is, after adding C1 and C3, I am going to put in C1 column. So what I will get is, see, I am adding these two. If I add A minus B with the C minus A plus A will go, and I left with minus B plus C, and I have the C2 column and C3 column remain the same. Again, C1 is equal to C1 plus C3. When I add these two, I have B minus C, A minus B. So minus B plus B will get cancelled. So I have minus C plus A, and I write C minus A as it is, A minus B as it is. Then in the third row, in the column C1, I should add C1 and C3 and put in C1. That is, if I add these two, minus C plus C will get cancelled, so that I get minus A plus B, A minus B as it is, B minus C as it is. Now look at these two columns. We have minus B plus C here plus B minus C. So the difference is negative. So what I can do is, let me take minus outside from this entire elements of the column C1. So I can rewrite this as, minus of B minus C. You can check. Minus into B minus B. Minus into minus plus C. Similarly, I can write this as minus of C minus A. Similarly here, minus of A minus B. Now I am going to use another property. Using that property, from this entire column I can take minus 1 outside. That is, minus 1 into B minus C. Minus 1 into C minus C. That is, I am using the property that if any row or column of the determinant is multiplied by a scalar k, then the value of the determinant is also multiplied by k. That is, k times determinant I can write. So that from this entire column I am taking minus outside. So minus 1 times B minus C, B minus C, C minus A, C minus A, C minus A minus B, A minus B, A minus B. Now we can see that the column C1 and C2 are identical. Again, I am using that property. If any two rows or two columns of a determinant are identical, then the determinant value is 0. So using that property, I can say this value is 0.